Yo, how's it going? YouTube, Instagram fam, wherever it is that you're watching this video from. Hopefully you guys do enjoy today's video, which I'm going to be looking at a couple pairs such as GPUD and EURUD for potential selling opportunities. Now, please go ahead and smash that like button down below so we can have that YouTube algorithm going up and more people can start watching these videos and learn more about Forex. Also, if you want to be part of my live training sessions, click the description and the link so that way you could be part of my live training sessions alongside with all my students taking the sniper entries with me every night on the session. So now let's just go ahead and do a quick recap from yesterday's YouTube video that we did. We actually got in for a sale on GEP-CAD. As you guys could see, we're currently getting on profits. We are already flowing 45 or 48 pips in profits around there right now. And we did move our stop loss to break even. So all my students have their stop loss to break even at this moment. And we actually went ahead and secured profits when we came into Sydney session. Now, the reason why we want to secure profits around Sydney session is because markets is going to be consolidating. So there's not really much going to be happening in those times. So there's no reason for you to be inside trades or take a trade around that time. The only sessions that you want to be taking trades is going to be New York and London session, which are the best sessions to be trading on, because Sydney and Tokyo session, that's pretty much called a dead market, right? So since you have Sydney and Tokyo, I mean, there's not a lot going to be happening around those sessions, which I could go ahead and do a quick explanation real quick down below in drawing right after I explain GEP-CAD. After I do that explanation, well, we could go ahead and go over our other pairs, which is GA and EURUD. So here on GCAD, well, I mean, like I said, we already secured profits at around 50 pips, which was around this low. Yeah, we secured profit at 62 pips. So we're already 62 pips in profits for GCAD that we secured, and we still have the rest running to the downside to come into a last take profit, which is at 144 pips. Now, I'm gonna just go ahead and explain real quick how that session's breakdown work, right? So let me just go to a clear chart so I don't have to ruin my setups for any other trades. So we see right here on this drawing, market moves by expansions and retracements. So you have either expansions to the upside, retracements, some consolidation areas like this, keep on going up, down, then down. Then we have expansions, retracements, and so on, right? So basically when you have those expansions or those retracements, those are always going to happen either during New York or London session. So in this case, we could have either New York retracement here or a London retracement. Then after that, we could have our London expansion or either our New York expansion. After London, well, we have what? Tokyo, Sydney, right? Let's say this, right? Its expansion to the upside was from London. You're going to have Tokyo, Sydney when it's mostly when you guys see those doji candles, those indecision candles, and so on, which there's not really much going inside of the market. That's why market's just going sideways. And that's where a lot of traders, well, they make their mistakes. They make those mistakes in the trading market because they're trading those times and they're going to get stopped out, or they get stressed out because they don't see a lot of movement going on, so they just end up getting out the trade, or they just chase that trade or so on, blah, 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 whatever, right? So that's why you don't want to be trading those sessions. Then once again, New York or London session is going to come in, and we have the expansion or the retracement, then once again, consolidation. Now we come into a live chart, we could see how that happens every single time. So let's see right here. So right here, it is expansion down, this push down. At what time did this start? Let's go ahead and check our time mark. It's 5 a.m. April 8th, 2021, 5 a.m. What session is at 5 a.m.? Well, that's New York session. Well, for me, it's New York session, depending what times that you're in. I don't know, but I'm in Pacific Standard Time Zone. So my New York session starts around 5:30 and it opens at 6, which is pre-New York on this hour candle at 5, because the New York session opens at 6. So pre-New York session, we had what? Expansion. Then we came into what? London session, right here at 12. No, New York, after New York, my bad. After New York, at Sydney and Tokyo session, right? So New York ends at 1 a.m. So 1 p.m. New York session ends right here. So it's 10, 11, 12, 1. So right here at 1, all this area, starting from 1 p.m., is Tokyo and Sydney session, all this right here. So as you can see, market, this is going sideways. So there's no reason for you to be trading inside this time zone, which is that Sydney and Tokyo session. After that, we're gonna have London. What's gonna happen in London? We're gonna either have a retracement down or a continuous expansion down. Which in this case, London opens at what time? 12 midnight Pacific Standard Time. So right here. So that's where we open London session. Let me just go ahead and mark this up. Right there on that candle. And what happened? Market dropped. So that was an expansion. And then once again over here, we continue as retracement up. So we did a small expansion during London and retracement during London as well. Came back at 6. Then what happened at 6 a.m.? We have New York session. So the New York session did what? Expansion to the downside right here. Market dropped. Then 1 p.m., this area right here, right at this candle, it's 1 p.m. Once again, what's gonna happen at 1 p.m.? Sydney session. So it's gonna be consolidation market, this, all the way to this area. So all this is consolidation market. You don't wanna be doing anything. So as you guys can see, it's going sideways, up, down, not really a lot of movement. Then we come into London session, 1 a.m. Well, it's actually London session opens at 12 midnight, so right on this candle right here. London session open, expansion down. Continues London. We have, my bad, this is actually New York. Retracement. Then once again here, London expansion. After that, we have what? Sydney, Tokyo. Consolidation, nothing going on, so you don't want to be doing anything. So as you can see, that's the reasons why you don't want to be trading during Sydney and Tokyo. You'll either want to be a London trader or New York trader, depending what session you like the most. If you're trading London session, well, you want to be looking at what pairs such as the pounds and the euros, because those are the pairs that move the most during London. If you're trading New York, you want to be trading pairs such as the dollars. Right? Why? Because those move the most during New York session since they're based in the United States. Because that's the New York banks that open, which is the Wolf of Wall Street banks, right? So at the moment, hopefully you guys like that explanation. It helped you guys a lot. So let's just go back to it. And if you guys didn't understand it, just let me know and I'll go more in depth in a different video when it comes to trading during specific sessions. So currently right now, we're still in profit for GCAD. So let's go ahead and take a look at GA. GA, as I said, I do have a sell limit for it, which is right at this 1 hour commission price candle that we have right in this area. Coming into the daily time frame, I had mentioned my group of students that we were going to get in for a sale, depending how market's going to be looking like, but I didn't really like the sales on the 1 hour time frame. Just because if I did get in, I was going to chase it. Me personally, I don't like chasing trades. The market had already moved 30 pips, but it just kept on dropping like around 170 more pips to the downside. So we had around a 200 pip drop. To come and cloud the sales liquidity that we had mentioned to my students in the Profit Club that we have right here. As you can see, we came into that sales liquidity and got cleared out. And currently, we still have more to drop to come and cloud this old low, where we still have liquidity, and it is also an oversold area on the 1 hour time frame, which is where we have retail traders that got in for buying positions. So right here, we have a bunch of stop losses to be cleared out. We're risking 32 to get a total of 205. Our first take profit, it is 90 pips, which we come to the 1 hour time frame. We do have more confirmations on why we should be getting in for sales right in that area. So right here, we also have our fib from a start to another impulse, which is from start to end, wick to wick. And then we come into that commission price candle, we will be filling in our 1 hour imbalance that we do have right here, which is this massive drop where the banks are getting for selling positions. I would also be waiting for my retracement to the upside to come into that commission price candle and also testing that fib level, that high premium area, which is highly demanded to be getting in for sales. So those are the confirmations on why I'm getting in for sales on GBP AUD, which our first take profit, we do have it on this equal lows, which is the liquidity, which is around 90 pips. Our second take profit, we have at 205 pips to be risking 32 pips. My stop loss, as always, it's going to be 10 to 15 pips above the commission price candle, which is above this last bullish candle. So there you have it. That's our sell limit. And then Euro UD, we're kind of looking at the same situation here. For Euro UD, just come into a daily scenario. Euro UD still has a lot of potential to drop to the downside. As we could see, market has respected well this daily commission price candle once here. Came for the second time, which on the second time, we actually came in clear out some liquidity that we had left above in this area to then continue pushing lower into this daily commission price candle that we have here, which is the actual take profit that we have right there on that daily commission price candle, because we still have this empty space to fill in on Euro UD. I might just continue dropping from here, but just to be safe, I am placing that sell limit on the 1 hour time frame, because we would be seeing that retracement to also be filling in this empty imbalance area that we do have in this zone, which will be filling this imbalance. So I would want to see market retrace up and test 795 level as well, which will be testing out commission price candle, which is his last bullish candle here before the drop, which on top of that would be filling in the imbalance area as well, right here. So we should see a London retracement to the upside to then drop during New York session to the downside, and here I take profit at 123, risking 28 for the sell limit. So I mean, those are the only pairs I'm taking a look at for tonight, which is GPUD and Euro AUD, and then GCAD. I mean, we're already running it for sales. We're running some pretty good fat profits here on GPCAD. We should definitely be seeing GPCAD drop all the way down to 144 pips, which is our take profit. So with that being said, hopefully you guys did like this video, and if you guys did, please smash that like button down below, so that way we could get that YouTube algorithm going up and have more people subscribe to my channel as well. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I am going to be doing a giveaway, so let's go ahead and smash that like button down below and get that YouTube algorithm going up. So I hope you guys like this video, and we have a great day, and happy trading to you guys. And don't forget to click the link in bio in the description to be part of my live trading sessions that I go with my students every single night, London session, and take these live trades. And I'll see you guys in the next video.